Okay. Okay. So, hello, the scientist, researcher, and the normal people of White City. How is everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
Awesome, great. So just like any intellectual person, which is the majority of people sitting here tonight, I was really good at school. I mean, that couldn't be more obvious, right? I mean, have you seen an Asian with bad grades? So I studied art history in college. Yeah, you're right. My parents were how mad. So good grades in art history. What is that going to do for your life? The Duke of Cambridge? Oh, not getting that one? Okay, I can explain later. So my parents have very little knowledge of what I do. That's because we're still not friends on LinkedIn. Okay, so what is art history like? People often ask me. I can tell you, it often leads to very good jobs and sometimes glamorous, which also doesn't pay them much. Because the industry assumes when you're in art history, you either have a trust fund, or you're looking for somebody who has one, or the worst scenario, you live on the taxpayers' money, and your name is Kate. Oh, finally, thank you. Okay, so to be really good at art history, you're gonna know all these names. And to be really on top of your game, you gotta carry this little notebook in your purse, just in case. Bill Gates, too old and married. Jeff Bezos, not too old and recently divorced. No, that's not the name I'm talking about. I'm talking about Caravaggio, Renoir, Ai Weiwei, and Olafur Eliasson. You don't know who that is? That's okay. As long as you can say those names with a foreign accent, you're absolutely fine. So, I quite like conceptual art. I think it's very accessible for all. So, big news in Miami this week. There was this banana which was duct taped to a wall, and it was sold for $120K US dollar. And you might be thinking, I could be a conceptual artist. Hold that thought. If you are a performance artist, you can grab and eat that 120K banana and become rich and famous. And then you get invitations to museums or maybe somebody's residence, and you perform that again. And people will think, wow, that's deep. I got my first job out of college pretty quickly. Surprise. And it was a job working in a museum in the States for the museum director. And that happened almost instantly after I sent in my resume. I wondered why. And then I found out my boss was French. That makes so much more sense. I mean, poor guy. He doesn't want to be the only person in office to speak bad English. Ugh, too bad, because my English is perfect. And then I got another job, working at a video game company. How do you get that job? Don't ask me. I guess nobody majored in video games. So I was taking a break, smoking downstairs with my line manager. We're just talking and thinking who we are, why we're here, all those kind of questions that have passed your mind this afternoon at work, if you have one. So my line manager goes, what were you thinking? Art history, that's the most made-up major ever. I was like, shut up, you have a fashion degree. Yeah, so I no longer work in that job anymore. I work in an auction house in Mayfair now. Yeah, right? So what is that like? very exciting. Tell me more about it. Have you seen billionaires shopping for themselves? No, never. Me either. That's my time with you. Thank you.